Hi guys, hope you're good. It's another episode of Thought Central with Uche, and Thought Central with Uche is a program that is designed to inspire a positive change by changing the narrative from my little corner. And if you're joining me for the first time, this is what I do here, and please, I'd like you to subscribe to my channel. Also turn on the notification bell so that you know when I post new videos. Okay, so I was doing a bit of research lately, and I stumbled on something very interesting. And for some people that cry, they call you cry baby. If you're like me that gets to cry at any slightest opportunity, then I need you to know that crying or shedding those tears is not a bad thing. Crying is actually therapeutic. Yes, there are benefits of crying, and that's what I want us to look in today. Okay, when you lose someone and you're crying, people say don't cry. I remember when my dad passed in 2021, I cried. Ordinarily I would cry about things. I could be watching a movie and see someone being maltreated. Maybe a child is being maltreated by an adult, or maybe a man is abusing his wife, or a woman is abusing her husband. I just cry. So little things just get those tears out. Okay, so in addition to being self-soothing, shedding emotional tears releases oxytocin and endorphins. And these are chemicals that make people feel good and help to ease both physical and emotional pain. So in this way, crying can help reduce pain and promote a sense of well-being. For me personally, when I cry, I ease off some pain, emotional pain and physical pain, right? Some years ago, I was home alone, and I went to close the door. There's this kind of door we have back home in Abia State, and it's a metal door, so it swings in, it goes in and comes out. So I was trying to close that door, and unfortunately for me, my thumb went in and it pushed it. That's, oh gosh, that pain, it was not here. The pain was just out of this world, and I was the only one at home that day. And there's this belief that the pain you experience seems to be more when nobody's there to say sorry to you. So the pain that day was just on another level. I cried. Nobody was there to say sorry to me. But after some time, I said to myself, you have to be just be fine. Okay, so crying is a natural response humans have to a range of emotions, including sadness, grief, joy, and frustration. But the truth is, crying does have its benefits. So we cry when we lose a dear one. We cry when we are happy, tears of joy. We cry when we are sad, maybe someone disappointed you. We cry when we are frustrated. Sometimes I have found myself in different situations where I was sad, I was grieving, I was joyful, and I was frustrated, and the tears flowed. So the thing is, it is not unusual to cry for both sexes, for both genders. They say men don't cry, but that's trash, that's crap. Men should not bottle up their emotions. You're human beings, blood runs in your veins. So crying for men, or a man crying, should not be something, should not be a bad thing. You're a human being. It shows that you're a human being. It shows that blood truly runs in your veins. So if you feel like crying about something, please, by all means, cry. You're releasing some emotional pain, tension, frustration, and all of that. I know, but they say women tend to see men that cry as weak. Brothers, crying does not mean you are weak. Crying means that you're a human being that has blood running in your veins. Okay, So this study or this research ID says that in the United States, women cry an average of 3.5 times a month, and men cry an average of 1.9 times a month. So women cry more than men, but it's recorded that men actually cry, right? And interestingly, humans are the only animals to cry tears. We are the only animals that cry tears. And it's important that we understand that the human produce three types of tears. Okay, the basal tear. The tear ducts constantly secrete basal tears, which are a protein-rich antibacterial liquid that help to keep the eyes moist every time a person blinks. So some people, when they want to cry, they just blink their eyes like this one doesn't work for me. If I want to cry, I just need to stay calm, and then I just see the tears coming, right? So that time you blink, that tear drops, the water, the liquid that is coming out from your eyes is the basal kind of tear. So for the reflex is, the type of tears that are triggered by irritants such as wind, smoke, or onions. When I say who is cutting onions in Nigeria, we when people are crying, maybe people are emotional, something is happening around them, and we ask who is cutting onions. When you're cutting onions, you cry, but I don't think that, as an adult, well, it doesn't always happen to me, but a few occasions it has happened to me. I was cutting onions, I was dicing onions, and I was, the tears were coming out. So those tears that you shed when you're cutting onions, when smoke gets into your eyes or wind gets into your eyes, are called reflex tears. Then the emotional tears. Humans shed tears in response to a range of emotions. I've said that before. The human tears, the emotional tears, it comes as a result of range of emotions: sad, happy, grief, and the rest of them, frustration. And these tears, they contain a higher level of stress hormones other than other types of tears, because there is a lot of emotions are involved, different ranges of emotion are involved. So when people talk about crying, they're usually referring to emotional tears.